What's good, man? It's your main man, Spliffy, Miami's most capped secret. We done tapped in from Florida to Atlanta. We had dirty glove bastards. We just jumped off the porch. No pressure.
Bet on me. If you trying to double your feet, bet on me. The only competition that I see, bet on me.
All right, so we got Spliffy Doe off the porch with us today.
Yeah, Spliffy Doe.
How you feeling today, bro?
Man, I'm good. I'm in the A.
Yeah.
I'm in the A today. I can't complain.
Okay.
Big houses. We in Buckhead with it. So,
There you go.
man, different experience from the crib.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get up here pretty often?
It's probably like my 5th time.
Okay.
Yeah, last time I came up here was my daughter's first birthday. I was about 2013. I did my first show out here.
Okay.
I can't even remember the club. I was dealing with a promoter on Instagram.
Yeah.
Paid me like $500. Drove up here in the SS Camaro. Like beginning days when I was just getting my shit together. Life-size posters in the trunk. By 3 niggas in the back seat, thugging. But we did our dollar though. Damn sure. Yeah.
Well, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
All right, so born in Miami, right?
Yeah, born and raised.
Opelika area, you said?
Yeah, Opelika 22nd now, 152, right by Homestyle.
Okay.
I stayed over there till I was probably like, what, 12, I want to say 13, then we moved to Miramar.
Okay.
Yeah, so I know Dade and Broward, man.
Yeah,
I
I always
know
like to
both
ask people, how does Broward and Dade compare, or are they different?
They compare because it's still Florida. You got the perms, the whole yuck mouth goals, niggas got the wicks, that's everywhere, that's Dade and Broward. I just kind of think Broward getting a little more reckless. You know, they got his shit now. Don't get it twisted now, but I just think Broward, you know, at first them boys was like, it came off like back in the days growing up, like Broward had something to prove today at a sense. So now it's just like it's like one and the same. The same shit you gonna see in Dade, you gonna see in Broward. You go to Opelika, you probably gonna see some dunks on foes. You get off the exit on Sunrise, nigga, you gonna see the same shit. Probably even more of it, you feel me? So it's the same vibe. Yeah. Ain't nothing different. You got your good sides and you got your bad sides. You got your Coral Gables in Miami and you got your West Miramars. It just all depends on where you at. Yeah.
Weird. So what was your childhood like growing up down there?
Shit, my childhood was like, it was a mixture. Mom was a hustler, old boy was like the muscle. I grew up in a 2-parent home. So, I mean, I wouldn't say it was hard, I just kind of seen a lot. My uncle did a 30-year bid in prison. My pops was like a real stern gangster type nigga, like, I ain't gonna stop you from experiences, but we ain't gonna let you go down certain paths. And my mom was just like a hustler. So I kind of just got into that football shit early on. I played for pretty much every Optimist in Dade.
Oh yeah.
From Carrot City Chiefs to Gwen Cherry, Scott Lake, fucking Miramar Wolverines. Yeah, nigga just been all around. Yeah, so it wasn't rough, but you know, it had its differences.
Yeah.
You know, it had its differences. Typical hood shit I done seen. Bodies get dropped, you feel me? I done had homies die at an early age, but it's just the typical shit. Eventually, my old girl was just on the grind. She wanted better for the fam, so we relocated to a different environment.
Okay.
Yeah.
You went to college?
Oh, college. I went to college. I went to Orlando, like a little miniature Full Sail.
Okay.
I did that shit for maybe like a year and a half. It was so expensive. So once I got ready to drop out, that's when the rap shit came into play. I started building my connects, you feel me? I ain't just want to jump into this rap shit, just being another hood nigga trying to rap. I wanted to make sure I had some insights on how this shit worked. Yeah. And that's when the No Pressure Entertainment came about.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did you stop playing sports? When did you start playing football?
Shit, I broke my feet in what, 2007? I had played football 15 years straight. Optimist, high school. I was playing for Miramar. I had a bad foot injury. I had surgery on both of my feet. I think November 17th, 2017. I was in a wheelchair for like 8 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say that I couldn't go to college, but it's just like when you a junior, you feel me, season by the end, I ain't really had the hype I did around my position, it's just my football career rather. Yeah. So it's just like, nigga transferred from Miramar. I was being pushed around a wheelchair with females throughout the school and some of the homies. And I was just so hyped up on the sports shit, I was good. So it was just like a depression. Like I had been playing football for like 15 years straight, bubbling up for the league. And then out of college, shit ain't a go no more. So then I just started getting into the music. That's when all this shit came about. Yeah.
And you got in a car accident last year too?
Yeah. When I was 27, 183rd in Carrot City. I was in a RT Charger. Nigga hit me, T-boned me. Going by like 55 miles per hour, broke my neck.
Broke your neck?
Yeah, I got 12 screws in my shit.
Oh, shit.
They had the, it was right here pretty much, but they had to go in from the back. You feel me? So they went in and put like 12 screws because I was in a brace for like a week after the accident where I couldn't stand up on my own unless I had the brace on.
Really?
So then once I went to see the doctor, he was like, pretty much the only way you would be able to stand up straight and maneuver, you'll have to have surgery. So they put like some plate where my neck could pretty much function. It ain't the same as the normal person, but shit, I could do something, you feel me? I still get my body, what they say, 10% impaired. Yeah, so other than that, I'm good though.
How long were you in the hospital for?
A couple days.
Yeah.
Couple days. I got rushed to one Jackson hospital and they didn't know if I was paralyzed, so the guy didn't want to touch me. So they took me to another Jackson hospital where they ripped my clothes off me and shit and just had me laying on my back for like 12 hours.
Oh, wow.
Having to piss, having to, it just fuck with you mentally, type of nigga I am, always in control. And then I'm in a position where I ain't got no motherfucking control. It really just kind of humbles the mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a humbling experience though. Yeah.
What was your recovery process like? How long did it take you to get to 90%?
Shit. Damn near like 8 months.
Really?
You gotta understand, like, after the surgery, I couldn't eat for like a month and a half, and I had to take antibiotics. But because I couldn't eat, I tried to swallow pills, but I couldn't really swallow shit, so I'd be vomiting. I vomited like 10 times in one day, no cap. Like, so just like can't eat, can't vomit, like just spitting up water. I ended up going back to the hospital and they'll just keep me dehydrated with fluids. And I remember my surgeon said he had never seen no shit like that. Yeah, it was crazy. It was a black guy who did my shit. He was from Harvard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I thought that was dope. Yeah.
So what would you say is the biggest life lesson you learned?
The biggest life lesson. Shit, you could lose your life at any minute, so take advantage of every moment. You feel me? That's one of them. A couple, man. I'm a deep individual, so it's a couple. Yeah, shit, just be open-minded. You never know. You could be entertaining an angel. It's just a lot of shit. Like, I just keep an open mind when I'm maneuvering and when I'm dealing with people, because you don't never know when your break gonna be or your opportunity coming from. You just don't ever know who you entertain. So, yeah. That's probably one of the big things that I carry with myself. And I made sure one of the things I did, I made sure when somebody asks me how I'm doing, I always return it. Because a lot of times, motherfuckers say, how you doing? You be like, I'm good. And niggas be so focused on their day, they just keep it moving to the point where it just take that stuff 5 seconds just to return the same energy. That shit could shift your whole day. Yeah, so.
So when did you first start making music?
Shit, I wrote my first rap, to be honest. I was probably like 10. My mom had a beauty salon off North Miami on 7 now. What that shit was, they call me Young Stunner because I'm little and I'm a stunner. That was when Cash Money had their shit popping. But I could never really focus on the rap shit because I was always into sports. It was just like I had a good way with words. So over time, you feel me, once I got into the football shit, I started writing my first raps. My first song I recorded was over Kanye and T-Pain. I think it's Good Times, some shit like that.
Yeah.
I freestyled over that shit. And then one of my cousins heard it, and then he was like, cuz, you gotta get in the studio. And then it was up from there. Yeah. And then I was probably like 2008 when I first graduated. And then it's like I didn't really get too professional until I had my daughter. That's when we started like, okay, we gotta ASCAP shit, we gotta be on mind, we started investing a little money into it, we started getting it together, then it like started to make sense. Yeah, versus just moving like freestyling, we started to put a formula and the plan behind the shit we doing. Yeah.
Who'd you grow up listening to?
Damn, I ain't even gonna sit on here and lie, boy. I grew up listening to Fab, Jadakiss, Trick Daddy, of course, because that's just who we influenced by. T.I. fought with Tip heavy. Like, I just grew up on that T.I. shit. Snoop Dogg, really, I got my first ass whooping by my pops. This nigga some real shit, bro. I got my first ass whooping listening to It Paid the Cost to Be the Boss. That shit I was a young nigga. And my dad had the CD and I was just vibing to the shit with curse words. I got my ass whooped. Cause my pops was always on that death row. You feel what I'm saying? That's where I got that No Pressure Mafia shit from. We just always grew up on that era type vibe. Well, as I first got my first ass was with music. But that's what I grew up listening to. Pretty much just gangster rap or just authentic shit, you feel me?
Yeah. So what's the music scene like back at home right now?
Shit, Miami piping up. I think I'm the underrated. I'm Miami's most kept secret. You know, they fuck with popularity, not talent. So it's like, I ain't the nigga that's in everybody's face. Spliffy don't kiss ass, you feel me? I'm coming through, I'm doing good business, you feel me? I'm gonna give you quality music, but it's just like, Miami is Miami, you feel me? You got your section with niggas that fuck with you, and you got your section with which you don't, you feel me? Some shit for some people, and some shit ain't for everybody. That's pretty much how it is, but I don't never have no problems. I maneuver through everywhere throughout the city without no pressure. You feel me? I'm just one of them rap niggas. I'm like the Master P of that shit. Like, I'm more so on building and innovating and working with other motherfuckers. In the city, it's a lot of that crab in the bucket mentality. Nigga don't want to fuck with you if they can't benefit off the opportunity. Nigga want money up front if they don't feel like a lot of shit don't be money. A lot of shit be relationships and opportunity. But a lot of niggas ain't got that mindset. So you bump into a lot of that shit at the career, but eventually that shit'll break. But Broward got their shit popping. You feel me? Miami got a couple artists that's doing their shit, but Broward got the wave right now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even lie to you.
Yeah. Would you say most of the artists out there are supportive of each other?
Niggas be supportive, but niggas be on that, I'ma fuck with you cause you my friend type shit. Like, you know how niggas be, you feel me? It don't be like if a real recognized real nigga gon' fuck with a nigga cause your music good. It be so on some more so, I'ma fuck with that nigga cause he fuck with one of my dogs. That's just how Miami niggas is. It's like niggas got that ego. It's like a love to hate type vibe down there. Nigga know you fire, but a nigga won't say nothing. It's like, you'll have childhood friends that you done seen. You knew you grew up with a nigga, but y'all don't really know a nigga. Niggas stand across the street front, y'all be looking at each other, but a nigga won't say nothing to each other. That's the type of vibe it is back home versus up here in this Atlanta shit. Nigga see you, nigga acknowledge you speaking up, which is just a different vibe. So that's like that with everything, with business, with music, with niggas gonna show love to their partners before they do anything for outside. That's just how that shit go. Mm-hmm. Like, you gotta respect it though.
And why do you think people overlooked the talent in Broward until recently? Because for a while it was a lot of artists blew up from Miami, but no one really blew up from Broward for
I think, from my personal opinion, I think that shit had a lot to do with just, you know, Luke, Trick, you feel me? JT Money, all them boys being from Dade, DJ Khaled repping that Dade shit so hard to the point where I wouldn't even say niggas was overlooked. It just niggas ain't know it had talent over there. Cause see, I'm in Broward right now. You feel me? I fuck with a lot of Broward artists. So it's just like, it's more so one of them things where niggas just ain't know it was over there. It's like, it wasn't no light shed on it. Yeah. And then when Kodak popped, Kodak shedded light on to where it's like, damn, who else over here popping? To where it's like, got a whole wave of niggas being noticed now from Dade and Broward. Cause you got niggas that's popping in Dade that's catching a wave right now. And you got niggas in Broward that's just getting signed or doing distribution deals. It kind of just all depends. So ain't really no excuse out here, man. This shit open opportunity, man. If you gonna get yours, you gonna get yours. You feel me? Shit rough in any neighborhood, but if you gonna get yours, you gonna get yours. Yep. That's how it is.
So did you have to take time off from recording while you're recovering from the accident?
Probably the first few months. Yeah. She might got a daughter, so in the midst of me doing that, I'm dealing with a 6-year-old nigga that's going first grade every day. You feel me? I'm a single dad, so a lot of that played a role, but once I kind of got her to where she's self-sufficient, nigga sit still. I couldn't smoke for probably 5 months. So I'm just really going ham on the writing, recording as best I can. I wrote the Can I Vent and recorded that motherfucker probably right after the accident.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I do a lot of self-record. I got the whole setup, you feel me? I went to school for music, so from the Pro Tools to if a nigga feel like he can't do it, we gonna sit in there and I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna do it. So we'll sit there and figure out, and certain shit I can't do, we'll just get an engineer to mix and master that motherfucker. Yeah. So
what type of emotions did you go to while recording and writing Can I Vent to?
A little bit of everything. Frustration that I had to deal with the circumstances that I deal with a lot, cause in that situation, it showed me a lot of niggas that said they were for me weren't really for me. You can hire niggas that's in your circle, but they ain't in your corner type shit. They don't want what's best for you. Niggas just around to see how they could benefit. And I had a lot of that shit going on. Then it's you calling niggas to say, hey man, let me get a ride, you feel me? Niggas looking for gas money, niggas ain't doing it off GP. So it was just one of those situations where it was nigga eyes was being open to a lot of real shit. But when you praying for a lot of real shit come with it. Too much is given, much is required. So then I just started to open my eyes to a lot of real shit and just accept it for what it is and started to learn to not take shit personal. Nigga show you his hand, accept it for what it is, and then you learn how to adjust versus getting upset about it. You feel me? I'm one of them individuals. It's all about the grind. I don't move with emotion because I don't expect nothing less. If you in my circle, it's different. But if you're outside, a nigga don't really expect nothing. So if you do some sucker shit, nigga don't feel no type of way about it because I ain't expect nothing. If you keep it solid, then that's just icing on the cake. You feel me? Other than that, it's like nigga don't expect nothing. So as long as I do good business and keep face value, I feel like that's enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's real. And that song was featured on your Bet On Me project.
Yeah, we put the Bet On Me out because that's just where I'm at right now. I feel like nigga could have been blue, but I was too busy trying to just build a brand around other artists versus just focus on myself. Mm-hmm. A lot of niggas ain't got the same type of ambition. A lot of niggas ain't gonna sacrifice what I'm willing to sacrifice. So, man, my nigga just got to a point where I'm like, bro, bet it on yourself. So I'm like, fuck it, bet on me. Yeah. That's just how the concept came. Like, nigga, put the bag on Spliffy. Everything we doing, we just betting on self. Yeah.
What can you tell us about the single Surfin?
Shit. Surfin came, I went out of town on some humbum shit, and I fuck with some producer, shout out to Trailer Kid, had to get that nigga a shout out. Young producer, young nigga like 18. I fuck with some niggas in Orlando when I was going up to school up there for like a year. I met some niggas out of Tangelo, hood part of West Orlando. And them boys just pretty much like my brothers. When I was going through my surgery shit, they mixed the music for me, I sent it to them. So when I got back right on my feet, I flew out there. A young nigga, they got a little young producer, they say he under the label, so he cooked up some shit. I came up with the hook, freestyled the hook, had the verses. I had some verses already that matched that bit perfect. Shit, we tied in.
Who does your artwork? Because the covers you got with the motion in it, them things are hard, man.
All right, that's one of the keys to my marketing, man. Shout out to Nip. I study the game, bro. That's one of my things. I study the game. So one of the things I've seen Nip and I heard Future say, a part of the song is the artwork. Mm-hmm. So one of the big things for me is the artwork. The artwork gotta be fire. Like we'll go back and forth a million times before I put some shit out because the artwork gotta be fire. So I got a little connect. I ain't gonna drop his name. I ain't even gonna cap to you. I have a lot of people hit me up about him in the DM and I get your artwork done, but as far as sharing that resource, that ain't gonna happen. It's working for me. It's just business. It ain't not personal. Only the mob. So if you ain't tied into that mafia business, man, look, it is what it is, man.
He's definitely doing the same, man.
Yeah, appreciate it, gangsta already. Shout out to my nigga, man. You know who he is. I get him right too at that royal fee. Hit his phone, say, man, I need something in 24 hours, man. Deposit that bread with no pressure. Yeah. Always get me right with the motion and the graphic. I'm my nigga. Yeah.
All right, so no pressure entertainment, man.
No pressure entertainment. I started No Pressure Entertainment probably 2013, based on some mob shit, on loyalty. You feel me? Blood, sweat, and tears, just certain morals and principles. Well, a group of niggas what we gonna stand on. I got my brother in it, you feel me? We bumping heads right now, but you know how Ross say, when you beefing with a nigga, you give him some distance, cause we all got that shit tied into each other. Outside of that, man, I got my nigga Trill Till, that like my brother. You feel me? He did a 7-year bid, he done jumped out, so he still rocking with the camp. Outside of that, man, we keep everything only the mafia. You feel me? Everything in-house, from the music videos. Shout out my nigga Toon Miami. He does all our visuals. Boss Life do the production. The mix and mastering, everything just be in-house. Same graphic designer for everybody on the set. Mm-hmm. So outside of myself, I got my nigga doing his own thing, but he just getting his feet wet. I don't like the franchise player right now, basically.
Yeah, and talk to us about the grind that comes with being an independent artist, doing it all.
Man, I ain't, nigga come on here with that glitz and glamour shit. That ain't how this shit go, man. This shit is an investing, this shit. Waking up, my nigga, betting on some shit that you don't know gonna happen, my nigga. This shit staying all 10 toes down, nigga. This shit waking up, man, manifesting your destiny. It's spending money to make money. It's relationships. A lot of this shit ain't what you know, it's who you know. It's keeping a good face value, it's being on time. It's handling shit the correct way, man. And at the end of the day, this shit all about music. To me, you got a lot of shit out there ain't fire, you feel me? But the type of mindset I'm on and the era I come from, man, that shit about the music at the end of the day. Quality over quantity before anything. So we gonna make sure we drop quality every time. You feel me? I got the Midas touch. Spliffy ain't gonna miss. You feel me? I shake the whole motherfucking room when we doing the video shoot. Long as we get the right shots, the right pictures, and the right quality, I'm fine. Cause at the end of the day, That's what's gonna present to make sure everybody eat. Yeah, it's a grind though, man. You just gotta be patient, bro. This shit a process, man. And it's just like one of them situations. If you want it, you want it. And if shit happening for you, it's happening for you. Niggas know if they got it and they got it, and if they don't, you don't. If you garbage, man, go get a job, man. But if you got that shit, man, stick to your script, man, till something real happen. That's just how I look at it, man. Yeah.
All right. So what has being a father taught you about life?
Ooh, but shit. Man, I was a player, man. I was like, I did my dollar. I ain't gonna count. I did my dollar, man. I just kind of think when it came to being a father, that shit made me selfless. It's crazy though. This is a true story. My daughter's mother was having contractions in Memorial West while I was on my MacBook Pro creating a cover. No bullshit. Like I was in the hospital creating a cover on Photoshop for my mixtape, putting the track list together while she was having contractions. And the midwife was finer than a motherfucker, by the way. I just felt like God put me in the most weirdest predicament. And I never forget that shit. But when she was born, bro, I think the first 2-3 weeks, I didn't want to hold her. I just kind of felt so flawed and so fucked up, like spiritually, to have something so pure and be able to see this shit like God real. It's like, damn, like, I gotta get my mind right before I could even embrace you. So for probably like the first few months, like I ain't really do shit, bro. I just kind of stood back and just watched. You feel me? To be perfectly honest. And then it just made me be selfless. I started to be more self-conscious about the things I was doing, how I was spending my money, what I had going on. I started to realize like doing some street shit wasn't gonna get me to the dream, and it only hindered me from it. And then I was just one of them niggas, man, a lot of niggas don't see it, but I value time more than I do money. You feel me? That's just my perspective on life. I feel like I could always make a dollar I can't get back tomorrow. You feel me? So for me, I value time more than money. So I always was just one of them niggas. When I became a single dad, I remember praying, saying, shit, I don't wanna give up my daughter having a full-time father, because her mom didn't have an active dad as much. So I wanted to make sure I could set a good example, you feel what I'm saying? So I found a way to make this shit work to where I could be a full-time dad and still travel and do this rap shit. Yeah. You feel me? My old boy like an old coon gangster, so he's like a hell of a support system. I got a wonderful support system. Just a bunch of people around me that's grounded, that want to see a nigga win. You feel me? So they willing to help. Yeah, so it just teach you to be open-minded. That shit teach you a lot about women when you raising them too. Teach you to be more self-aware, teach you how to communicate with them. You start to understand a grown woman when you watching a child, when you see how a young girl grow and just how she maneuver. So that shit amazing, man. I don't see how, I can't respect niggas who ain't fathers. I don't even hang around niggas who won't handle up. Now, if the baby mama, I got one of my dogs, Trill Till, he in a situation where he going through some shit where he fighting for us, so it's something different. But if you could beat up my nigga, like, ain't no reason why not. That's how I look at it. I don't even associate myself with niggas who can't handle up. Cause then I feel like we don't stand on the same principles as men. You feel me?
Real shit.
Yeah.
All right. What's next for you, Spliffy?
Shit, I got the clothing line, Foy Apparel. Some shit me and my business partner put together. Shout her out. I got the web series season 2. We did it a couple years ago called City of 1,000 Hustles. Some shit based out of Miami, where it's just pretty much like we showing the real Miami, unscripted. It's like we got a concept and a plot, but we ain't got no script. Everything raw. So we was doing it YouTube, so now I'm just trying to get the business right with the Amazon Prime. Not Amazon Prime, what it is, Prime Video. Okay. Netflix, shit like that. So it's just different endeavors, because I'm trying to be the Master P, man. I'm trying to put out films. I seen Nip had like 3 or 4 films before he dropped his first album. So to me, it's just like all about making sure I put my face everywhere, repping the brand, no pressure. I could have dropped Alexander McQueen. We was just in Linux, looking for me to run some designer shit. And Shawty like, man, you might well rep the brand, you feel me? It makes more sense. So that's what we on, man. The best rappers are businessmen first. Yeah. So that type of nigga I am. I love this rap shit, but we gonna do business first. And then I feel like I'm Miami's most kept secret. Like I ain't bumping into no nigga in the city yet who dropping how I'm dropping, who consistently dropping, like videos flawless, artwork flawless, like music flawless. Like out of a 13 track list, I'm gonna give you about 9 or 10 of them things. You feel me? I ain't talking that bubblegum shit, no disrespect to them boys who do. I ain't capping on the raps. I ain't acting like something I ain't, man. I'm keeping everything pure and authentic, man. That's what it is. That's how I'm coming. Yeah.
Any shout outs before we wrap it up?
Man, shout out Trill Till, shout out Crown Luxuries, shout out my nigga Bats, man. He came up here with me on the humble. That my nigga, man. Who else, man? Shout out No Pressure Entertainment, man. Shout out my daughter, man. Shout out everybody who keeping this shit rocking with a nigga, keeping this shit float. Shout out Boss Life Entertainment. Shout out my nigga Money Man who helped me on the humble. I'm always them late night calls when I hit them up saying I need something mixed. I was on iHeartRadio 103.5 The Beat like a couple months back, and I'm walking in that motherfucker, and we ain't got the bundles. The bundle song was the single at the time. We ain't got the clean version. So I'm about to walk in the interview and get on air. My dog made that shit happen in like 10 minutes. Shouts out Boss Life Poppy, man. It's just good relationships. Shout out to him, Miami. Shout out to everybody who helped me keep this No Pressure shit going. Shout out Crowd Man 305. They got some shit going on in Atlanta. They about to open some shit down here. That's one of the big homies. So yeah, man, shouts out to anybody, man, who fucking with the No Pressure Entertainment. Shouts out to you on stream the Bet on Me. That shit on all platforms right now. Spliffy Doe, SPLIFFYDOE. We got the website coming, foyapparel.com, and I got the spliff wraps where I'm coming with my own grabber.
Oh yeah.
My own grabber and my own hemp. So if you on that organic shit, do your shit. If you on the blunts, we got that for you too. Yeah.
Bet on me. If you tryna double your feet, bet on me. The only competition that I see, bet on me. If you tryna double your feet, bet on me. Bet on